The neon signs of Outpost Meridian flickered against the perpetual twilight of the colony world, casting harsh shadows across the crowded marketplace. Zilari clutched her younger sister closer, feeling Mira's small frame trembling with hunger. The child's violet eyes, once bright with curiosity, had dulled to a listless gray, a telltale sign of advanced malnutrition in their species. "Zel, I'm so hungry," Mira whimpered, her translucent skin taking on a sickly pallor. Zilari's throat tightened. 3 cycles had passed since their last proper meal. The war had destroyed their homeworld, scattering refugees across a dozen systems. She and Mira had ended up here, on this human-controlled outpost with nothing but the clothes on their backs and a fading hope for survival. She had tried everything, begging, searching through waste processors, offering her labor for scraps. But the galaxy had little sympathy for displaced Villani. Their reputation as skilled engineers meant nothing when thousands of them flooded the job markets, desperate and willing to work for almost nothing. "I know, little star," Zilari whispered, using the old endearment their mother once did. "I know." Her eyes scanned the marketplace once more, landing on the human district. She had heard the rumors, the whispered conversations among desperate refugees. Humans had peculiar needs. They paid well for companionship, for entertainment, for things that made other species uncomfortable to discuss. The Villani elders forbade such transactions, calling them degrading, a betrayal of their dignity. But dignity didn't fill empty stomachs. Zilari made her decision. "Mira, stay here," she said, guiding her sister to a sheltered alcove. "Don't move. I'll be back soon with food." "Where are you going?" Mira's voice cracked with fear. "To find us a way to survive." The human establishment was exactly as she'd imagined. Dim lighting, pulsing music, and the smell of alcohol and synthetic pheromones. Zilari's heart hammered as she approached the entrance. A massive human security guard blocked her path, his cybernetic eyes scanning her up and down. "You lost, sweetheart?" I need work," she forced out, hating how her voice trembled. "I heard humans pay well for—" "Hold it!" The guard raised a hand, then spoke into his comm. "Boss, we got a Villani at the door. Young one. Says she needs work." Moments later, a human emerged from the back. He was older, with graying hair and a weathered face marked by old scars. His eyes, however, held something unexpected. Not lust or cruelty, but a tired kind of understanding. "You know what kind of establishment this is?" he asked, his voice rough but not unkind. Zilari nodded, fighting back tears. "I need credits. My sister is starving." The human studied her for a long moment, then sighed deeply. "How old is she?" 6 cycles. She hasn't eaten in 3 days. "And you?" 15 cycles. "I can work." "I'll do whatever—" "No," the human interrupted firmly. "You won't." Zilari's hope shattered. "Please, I'm begging you. I said no because you don't belong here, kid." The human pulled out a credit chip. "Take this. It's enough for a week's worth of meals for both of you." She stared at the chip in disbelief. I don't understand." "What do you want in return?" "Nothing." He pressed it into her hand. "There's a shelter 2 blocks east, run by a group called Haven's Promise. They help refugee families. Tell them Marcus sent you." Zilari's legs nearly gave out. "Why would you help me?" "I'm no one. You're a kid trying to keep her sister alive." Marcus's expression softened. "I got a daughter about your age. If we were in your position, I'd hope someone would help her too." Tears streamed down Zilari's face. "I can't accept charity. I need to earn it by surviving, by taking care of your sister, by not giving up." He gestured toward the door. "Go, before I change my mind and put you to work washing dishes instead." Zilari ran back to the alcove, clutching the credit chip like it was made of stardust. Mira looked up with frightened eyes as her sister skidded to a halt. "Zel? We're going to eat," Zilari gasped, pulling her sister up. "And then we're going somewhere safe." They found a food vendor immediately, and Zilari bought warm protein packs and nutrient drinks. Mira devoured hers, color slowly returning to her skin. Zilari ate more slowly, still processing what had happened. The humans confused her. Their galaxy-spanning empire was built on warfare and expansion. They were supposed to be ruthless, calculating, driven by self-interest. Yet Marcus had given freely, expecting nothing. At Haven's Promise, they were welcomed by more humans and several other species working together. They were given beds, medical scans, and the promise of job training programs. The coordinator, a kind human woman named Sarah, explained that they helped over 1,000 refugees each month. "Why do you do this?" Zilari asked, still bewildered. Sarah smiled. "Because we know what it's like to struggle. Because we believe everyone deserves a chance," she paused, "and because we've learned that our strength doesn't come from standing alone. It comes from lifting others up." That night, as Mira slept peacefully beside her for the first time in weeks, Zilari stared at the ceiling and thought about humanity. They were warriors, yes. Conquerors, yes. But they were also capable of unexpected compassion, of seeing beyond species and circumstances to recognize shared suffering. She had gone to sell herself to humans, expecting to be used and discarded. Instead, she had been saved by them. Perhaps, she thought as sleep finally claimed her, humanity's greatest strength wasn't their weapons or their ships or their tactical brilliance. Perhaps it was their stubborn refusal to let others suffer when they had the power to help. And perhaps in a galaxy that had grown cold and indifferent to the plight of refugees, that made them the most dangerous species of all, because kindness, once experienced, could never be forgotten. It could only be passed forward.